Good morning.
Morning.
We had a great night last night. We didn't really show you much of it because it's the same old stuff of cooking, cleaning, and playing some dominoes and drinking a couple beers. But the stars were amazing, right?
Stars were the best I've ever seen.
It was probably right at dark, about 8:30-ish, and you can already see the Milky Way, which I've never witnessed before. We've seen it over the Bajos, 10 o'clock to
Yeah, it was late.
midnight, but that was back in June. So we're headed to a spot. It's about 120 miles from here. We're probably not going to make it, especially with the Elizabeth fire shutting the road down, so we have to go around. We're definitely going to be delayed, so follow us. You have to. You're going to keep watching, aren't you? I know you are. Well, we left a campsite and basically got on a freeway. It was a trail that I think a lot of loggers and stuff used. It was a nice big wide long trail, so didn't take too many shots of that. We're at China Meadows and it's pretty cool, right? Well, we thought that this road may be closed still, and it is, due to the Elizabeth fire that happened last week into the weekend, and it's still closed. So now we got to backtrack and add about, I'd say, 40 extra miles, but the trail is more of a big fire road, so that's kind of a bummer, but that's part of it. That's why you plan ahead. Got a little over a half tank and 2 5-gallons on the back there, so we should be fine. But that's the update, and we're off. Alright, so we're on our detour up in the state of Wyoming again, and I don't know if you can see on my map here. Just had a guy tell us there's sheep coming out onto the road. There's the sheep. Oh, black sheep. Wow. I think we're gonna have to wait for this.
You can go ahead and go. You got an automatic transmission?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you can try your horn. But you can get down, just kind of keep going, and I think
They'll get out of the way for us a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
So we're on the Soapstone after much delay of about 65 miles to get around the Elizabeth fire road closure. And then we gassed up, and what was it? Kamas. And that took a little bit too, so. Well, we're finally over here, about 2 or 3 hours behind where we wanted to get up here, but we'll see.
See if we can get to our spot.
Challenge, especially late in the day, but still 70 degrees and not super windy right here. We'll see what it looks like on the ledge. right, so we made it. We're up at our site. It's ridiculous. Take a look. It was a lot of effort to get up here. I don't think we went the way that most people go. But it's what I plotted, and it was a bit of a challenge. It's just kind of not fun at the end of the day. But we got here before dark, so that's cool. We'll get the drone up in a little bit. Still got 2.5 hours of sun or so. Absolutely worth the drive up here. Right, Liz? It's Lissa approved. And no, I'm not going to tell you where this is. You'll be able to figure it out. Apparently it's the worst kept secret in camping, so... This area is heavily traveled by hunters and weekenders from Salt Lake. We managed to plan it out so we were gone before the weekend.
But it's alright, 'cause you love me, and you recognize that it ain't how it should be. Your eyes are heavy and the weather's getting ugly, so pull over.
So this is camp. Probably gonna stay 2 days, because we love it so much. Alyssa sees the sheep over there. We'll put up some photos of that.
We begin in Duchesne County, where we're keeping an eye on the Yellow Lake fire burning there.
As the thumbnail says, we were lucky in that we missed the Yellow Lake fire by a day. It crossed our minds to stay in the area for another night, and we're glad we didn't.
To this, have a look. Growing nearly 6 times over, it's burned more than 16,000 acres.
In prime fire conditions, and the fire is making quick runs down the canyons. They now have over 500 people battling the blaze. Utah Fire Info says it's continuing to burn aggressively. Tonight, we're learning containment numbers went down after the fire tripled in size.
We left this spot early Friday morning. We learned of the fire on Sunday morning from Onyx while looking back to see how many miles we've done. It was pretty small at that point. The next morning it was already up to the cliff's edge. The whole top where this footage was shot burned. The fire made its way down to the dense forest below the cliffs and up the other side of the valley in just a couple days. Come back next time to see us leave the cliffside and over to the Skyline Drive. We're going to travel it from north to south, the whole thing. If you got this far, give us a like. And as always, thanks for watching.